I can remember March 13th, 2020. It was Friday the 13th. It was that Friday of 2020 when everything around us got shut down because of COVID. Schools were closing, restaurants were closing, and I could feel, in a very empathic way, the intense emotions of everybody around me. I could feel how everybody seemed to be completely at odds with any sense of normalcy. And I was struggling, but then I did something. I deeply work with my ancestors, my grandparents, my great-grandparents. I know that the dead carry on and they watch over us. And in that moment, in that time when I was watching so many people react from a place of fear, a place of emotion, I went and sat in front of my dead grandmother's picture and I thought about what my grandmother would do in the face of COVID. Now, I don't mean to get too overly political. That's not what this is about. But I knew in that moment that my grandmother would identify what she would consider a threat and that she would just be very mindful of it. Not overly emotional, not flailing about, but my old dairy farming grandmother, would have gone, there's a threat, what can I do to be sensible and to keep me and my family safe from it? To whatever way that she would know how to do that. And the message that we have for Thursday, August 15th, comes to us from the Eight of Cups. I was asking Spirit, what message do I give people? And I got that. Like, remember how my gram helped me in the face of that fear or that apprehension. And this card shows somebody walking away from emotions that don't serve. Now, in that moment, when I sat with my grandmother would have reminded me from Spirit, maintain my mind, don't get too caught up in my emotions. And there is a place for us being emotional, there is a place for us being intellectual. But in that moment, I had to be very intellectual and put my emotions in the back seat. Oftentimes, our ancestors and our grandparents got through the challenges they did because they did the same. Today, I want you to consider being an emotional person, a person of love, but also knowing how to manage your emotions and put them in the back seat when necessary.